I'm just gonna go ahead and start because fuck Cooper. But no, how is being quarantined in MIT?
Well, technically, I'm out of the first quarantine, so now I'm in a second thing. I don't really know. It's not really a quarantine, but
How does it work? Break it down. Because I mean, they
Oh,
have to be doing pretty comprehensive. So are they having classes in the fall?
no, they're all online classes, that kind of stuff.
Ah, damn.
But first, they tested us twice. I had to take 2 coronavirus tests. I was like locked down for a week or whatever. But now I'm.
What was the test like?
They take a Q-tip and shove up your nose.
Ah, so you got the nice nose one.
Yeah,
Did it
I didn't
fuck you
cry.
up?
I didn't cry. Why do you
What
think I cried?
I didn't cry. I heard it's awful.
No, it's not that bad. It's uncomfortable, but it's not bad.
Yeah, so you take 2 and then they put you on ice for a week.
Yeah, well, I took one and then they made me wait a week, and then I took another one.
It's like how are you locked down for that week? Like,
I mean,
is it more?
they
Is it a
basically
good
just know
faith
when you
thing?
leave.
Yeah.
What?
Is it a good faith thing, or are they more monitoring you?
They're monitoring you, but I mean, you're allowed to leave for like groceries or whatever, or like if you want to go on a
Okay.
walk or whatever. But it's mostly on faith, but they do monitor you, so they
Interesting.
know when you come and go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course they have the little cards or whatever that they've
Yeah.
but I don't know how much a school normally monitors that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But I
I mean, I'm sure they
imagine
would use it.
MIT is pretty hard on the lockdown.
Oh, they're so locked down, bro. And all the buildings to go into like any building if you want to go do some work. Well, I mean, you can't unless you're like specifically allowed to. But then they'll like, they've got like tracing stuff. They're like, they got everything. They know everything.
Yeah, I mean, I bet, and the temperature checks, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's a huge issue with
Yeah.
especially colleges because
Pretty clearly.
yeah, they're already so bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, fucking George Mason was just like, yeah, I would love to give you a good example. Like, I'd love to give you like some guidance on what is happening here, but to be completely honest with you, we're flying blind. Like,
Yeah.
we don't know what to do. Like, if we have just online classes, like apparently like half of these people are gonna get deported. Like,
Yeah, they're just going with the flow.
yeah, and all these people are like, yo, please, like, I don't want to pay 8K for housing if all my classes are online.
Yeah, you gotta tell me now. Like,
Yeah, you gotta tell me now. And they're like, we're gonna wait.
Yeah. We're gonna wait a little bit.
Just to fuck you guys over. But I mean, it's a weird thing. Also, hello, Cooper.
Hello.
How's your
Hey,
day
Coop.
been?
Good. Tired, man. I opened this morning, so got only like 4 hours of sleep. Always just super tiring, but you know.
Well, you know what, Cooper? There's people out there who only got 3 hours of sleep. So
yeah, all right. I guess you're right.
Like me and Jacob.
And they're really tired. No, that's not true. But
No,
they're really
we were
tired.
up all night doing physical manual labor in the hot summer moon. The hot summer
sounds
moon.
kind of romantic, John.
It is.
No, it's not. It's a bug thing. It's not. You don't want to be spraying pesticides at midnight. It's not a good thing to do.
Who said anything about pesticides?
I mean, that's the manual labor we were doing, was spraying mosquitoes.
Oh, okay.
And there was certainly a large amount of gnats and stink bugs, and you got lights on your head, so they're running right into you because they love that light. But yeah,
okay.
now that bit's
what the
done,
fuck are you talking about?
Where are you going with this?
Nowhere. Don't worry about it.
Yo, are we recording?
Yeah, we've been recording.
Yo, you started recording without me?
Fools podcast.
Yes.
The podcast that talks a little about J.R.R. Tolkien and his work, and a lot about everything else. Enjoy this time with your fellow fools, Tibbs K, Jacob, and Cooper. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, Cooper, you missed out. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Me and John just hanging out here, vibing hard.
Talking all the time about just a bunch of stuff. Actually, just going over Jacob's coronavirus thing, or his quarantine.
Oh, yeah? Did he get it?
No, I'm negative, dog. I'm
you tested?
double negative. I've been tested twice.
Really?
Yeah.
How
So
fast do they give you the results?
it took like 2 days.
Okay.
Hey, you guys should get tested.
No.
It was
It's
really
su-
fun.
It's such a fucking pain.
I heard they like throw that thing up your nose.
Yeah. I was telling John I didn't cry. Why would you think I cried when they
No
did
one-
it, Cooper?
Because you're a pussy. Duh. What kind of question is that? That was such a weird way to phrase that.
I don't know. This is the
Yeah,
next
no.
subject.
I didn't. It's not like I said.
Didn't cry. That's important. That's what you're missing here.
Okay.
That you did not cry,
All right.
and that's what
It was just like weird. I didn't say anything, and you just asked me, "Why did you think I cried?"
Well, because I could just tell you were thinking it, okay?
All right. All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
But it really hurts when they put it up your nose. I'm just saying.
John would definitely cry.
I would
Oh
not
my
cry.
God.
Yeah.
Actually, John wouldn't
Yeah,
cry.
Cooper, you have not fathomed the things that I've put up my nose.
Wait, hold on. Actually, there's a relevant story here.
Huh? I mean, yeah, there's a couple relevant stories here. I mean, I've lost. I think the worst thing that I actually did lose up my nose at one point in time was a quarter, or not a quarter, a penny.
Yeah, you told me that before. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
dude.
That like got really.
A penny.
Yeah.
You sure?
I
You
know.
sure?
One could say I knows. But-
How?
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Oh, I mean, it just stayed in that path. Like,
Dude,
so like
it's
there's
when you were a kid,
op-
right?
the opening nostril. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I was certainly a teenager, but so the nostril opening, then there's like the tube that goes like up into where your brain is, and it was definitely up in that tube, and that's when I realized that I lost it, and because that was what was really scary. It wasn't the fact that it was stuck in there; it was the fact that like I couldn't reach it.
So
Did
you
it ever come? Is it still
yeah.
there?
No, dude, I just got tweezers, and Big Boy pulled it out.
Oh man, through your
Oh,
nostril.
God.
Tell you what, felt great afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude!
I was
Can
like,
you do
I
that
have a
again
whole-
and film a video
Yeah. Can you
No,
do it
man.
again, like Homer,
with a quarter?
I think my
with
nose
a
is-
crayon?
with the crayon. I just become an idiot. I'd love that. Could you imagine if there was like a button that you could actually go into someone's brain and just like, I mean, I guess you could just snip a whole bunch of nerves.
It's called
They would do the same
lobotomy,
thing.
dude.
Yeah, but that's very invasive. You're like cutting something out. Like,
No, bro, lobotomy. You go through the eye.
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yep.
I'm
You
not.
know who would like be a really big proponent for lobotomies?
Mhm.
Cooper.
Yeah. That's exactly. Yeah. You know, some people just need a lobotomy. You can walk down the street and you see some idiot doing something, and it's like they probably should have a lobotomy.
Yeah. Almost like, yeah, that I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that became like, somebody's got to do that job, right?
Mhm.
Somebody's got to decide who needs a lobotomy.
Mhm. Yeah. That is true. That is very true.
I would support lobotomies as a form of like long-term imprisonment. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like if you wanted to
interesting.
put like
But they don't learn their lesson.
kind of like, yeah, like a face worse than death. Well, I mean they would. I would hope. You know, I haven't had a lobotomy, so I can't say.
Mhm.
But I would hope that the person who has the lobotomy knows that I don't know.
Well,
I don't-
here's the thing about lobotomies. Each one is different because the doctors who give them don't know what they're doing. So they basically just get in there with an ice pick and scramble up your brain a little bit, and what you get is what you get. So it's kind of like a fun game of roulette.
Mhm. Mhm.
I didn't know that was.
It could be like that movie Limitless. If they push the right buttons, you might unlock your whole brain.
You only use 15% of your brain.
Yeah. What?
I love that movie. It's just all about Adderall.
For a long time, I thought that was like a true fact.
Yeah, I think we all did.
That fact was like going around in like 6th grade for a long time.
Right. It's a fun fact for kids
Yeah.
because it makes you think like, whoa, we could read people's minds and fly and shit.
If only.
If only.
Just like gum getting stuck in your body or stuck in your system for like 7 years.
Really?
Oh yeah, like if you chew and swallow your gum, it like gets stuck in your intestines
Oh
for
man,
7 years.
I always did that.
Yeah, no, and I was just like, well, that's just. I mean, that's just. There's no way. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah, they wouldn't just allow you to chew on something that would be that dangerous to
Yeah,
swallow.
and stuck in your body. Like, there's just absolutely no way. And
Mhm.
people would be like, no, you're ignorant. And I was like, no, I mean, come on, guys. Like, if I can eat bone, like, I can certainly eat a piece of gum.
We got
Yeah.
some chompers.
I follow that logic.
Well, and like the gut is really like that's a good acid in there. Like that's not your like a bunch of vinegar. Like that's a serious.
That's
If
some
you got that
high
on your
quality
face,
shit.
you would be very upset.
Yeah, what would happen if you dumped stomach acid on someone's face?
I mean, I imagine it's gotta hurt. It's gotta sting like the son of
Well,
a
hold
gun.
on. But then again, think about like when you throw up. When you throw
Right.
up, that's
That's
kind of
not
got like some
acidic.
of the
But
acid.
I don't think that
It's not like
that's
bubbling through anything, though.
I don't think that that's
Maybe your vomit.
What? No.
Not mine, dude. Mine like eats right through steel.
You
Dude,
might
could
want
you
to get
imagine
that
how cool
checked
that would
out.
be?
I think that's a superpower in a
That is-
gag
that
in
is a
like The
superpower.
Simpsons or something. Yeah, somebody gets a shitty superpower and it's to spit and they like go through some.
I think it's
can't remember.
Futurama.
Maybe, yeah.
But no, I think I mean it would definitely not be good, but I think that the vomit is like other stuff. Like not
Well,
just.
Well, John, I go to MIT and I think it's stomach acid. So
All right.
I think I win here.
Jacob, could you get any of your super cool professors to come on the cast and
Uh,
answer questions?
Yeah.
Like, you have
Yeah.
really cool professors, right? Like ex-Nazis and all that.
I wouldn't want them to destroy your feeble brains with their knowledge.
You wouldn't want them to realize what you're associated with here. They'd just be like,
Well,
"Hey,
mostly that, but
this fucking idiot get into MIT."
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely should not have allowed that. You know,
Yeah.
kick him out.
Tripp said something to the tune of, "Man, listening to your podcast made me realize Jacob's so stupid." I was like, yeah, man. I mean, he doesn't read. You know, that's just the thing.
hey, bro,
Yeah.
I did read.
If
You read
Tripp
this
said
week?
it.
And Tripp is he's the brightest bulb in the bunch.
Yeah. Let's make this clear. Tripp is a dumbass.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hey, Tripp.
He is, he's fuming right now. I got like 8 messages from him last week where he was like,
about the email?
Yeah, no, not even. He was like, you guys gotta like just say the names. And I was like, we can't talk about that shit in the locker room and say names.
Oh, not that stuff. No.
Yeah,
No,
not
no
at
way.
all. No.
But how did he like the email though?
Huh?
That his
You know, he
similar named man. Yeah.
He thought it was you, believe it or not.
That's odd.
Yeah. I don't know where he'd get that idea.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, he's
at
kind of
all.
slow, so
Yeah, he's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
He did go to Ole Miss, so
Yeah, you know. I mean, he barely got a master's degree. It doesn't even count, you know.
not really. Yeah, he's kind of a dumbass, actually.
So anyways,
so Cooper, did you read this week?
I did. I actually listened today.
That's
I did too.
awesome. That's what I like to hear. Well, in that case, Cooper, do you want to give the summary?
Sure. So I believe it starts off with Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli and the riders of Rohan. They're at Helm's Deep. I think they've already arrived, or they might be arriving right as the chapter begins. But either way, the battle takes place. It pretty much occurs just like you see it in the movies. You know,
Hang on there, hotshot. We got There's a lot of stuff from here to there.
Well,
for starters, there's no warg fight scene.
I know. I noticed that too.
I was looking for that.
And
it
that
seemed like they
sucks.
almost did it though. They kind of like allude to it, like it's about to be, and then they kind of doesn't
They
happen. You know what I'm
hint
saying?
at it.
Yeah, they kind of hint at it.
Yeah, and I mean, then like the weird shit with like Gandalf being like, you got to be careful and all this whatnot. Like it's odd.
It's like it's gonna
that-
happen and then doesn't.
Yeah, and I think it feels weird, and I think that not having that is not as good because like it doesn't give the sense that they like just narrowly like they're getting picked alive here.
Right.
Like in the books, like the Helm's Deep battle is much more of like army to army. Like
Right.
the
Right.
large majority of it takes place out in the field, like before the wall. Whereas in
does
the
it?
movie, like everyone's in the back.
Really?
Well, like in the outer, so like they eventually get pushed all the way to the inner ones, but that's like, but there are people like in the vanguard in front of the wall that gets blown up. Like
Really? In the movie there was?
No, in the book
Oh, in
there
the book.
is. In the book, in the movie, there's not. They're just up on the walls.
Okay.
And I
That's
mean,
what I thought.
it's just weird little instances. And apparently, that the orc liquor instead of black powder is what is explosive. And I'm like,
Dude,
that's
Oh.
really cool. So it
Language.
gets you drunk and it gets you amped up and ready to go. And it also is very flammable and just gets you. I mean, it is apparently enough to blow up. And I think that having a trail of it makes more sense than just running right at the wall and blowing up. Other things, there's no elves. That's the big one for me.
There's no what?
The elves don't come.
Wait, I thought the Riders of Rohan come or some shit. No.
The riders of Rohan certainly do, but don't you remember Thranduil, I think it is, with the
Yeah,
elves come
he's,
marching in and they're super badass and Legolas is like, "Oh yeah,
Oh,
these
yeah.
guys." And it's like this huge scene where like and then
They
he
come to protect
dies.
them,
Yeah, and it's and that's like a great thing because it shows this whole coming together at the end, and it makes it feel like, and I think that this is just kind of a problem without the series is that it's so much of just Gandalf showing up and saving the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say that too. It's just once again they're
That's just
all
what
gonna
happened.
lose, and then Gandalf just comes in and saves the day.
And just saves the day outright. And I mean, and I will appreciate that in the books that Aragorn is the one that's like, "Oh, dude, we're gonna we're gonna die here." Like we're all gonna die. Like he starts panicking and he's like, "Oh, we're fucked. Like the orcs are taunting us. Like we gotta like Aramor isn't here yet. Like we need Theoden." And because like and before he's played up in the movies as just like this bastion of just optimism, and I think that that's nice from like a character perspective to see him go like, "Oh f, oh we're screwed. Like damn it, no." And then, but then you're right. Like at the end of the day, Gandalf comes in and just wipes out everything. It skips through the real meat of the battle, like, and then.
Well, don't they basically hide in the caves for a while, right, or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. So
And then they wait for the next day, and then Gandalf comes.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's kind of shown a little bit in the movies, and I think that that's interesting. Like that just having, especially like, because they also hype up Aragorn like a lot. Like in the scenes before this, when he's like tracking the hobbits, he shows how knowledgeable he is. He shows that he's like old and wise when he's talking to Gandalf, and he just seems to be a really awesome dude. And I think that that's it brings a whole other dimension to his character when you have him go like when you have doubt, and that you don't see that like in even someone like Sam, or like where Sam's always optimistic, and it kind of gets like exhausting. Ah, Jesus, Aragorn. And they have that great exchange in the movies where he goes like, "Well, I'm gonna die as one of them," to Legolas, and everyone's like, "Whoa, bro, what do you mean die? Like, come on, we're trying to win a war here. Don't say I'm gonna die as one of them." And Legolas is the negative Nancy, but in this one, it's kind of reversed.
I didn't pick up on that, but
I just like that because it's like it makes Aragorn just a better character instead of just like Gandalf, where he's just this continuously optimistic, like always knowing what to do. Like that's nice. I like that character. That like fucks up. I don't think there's enough of that. Like in Spider-Man, like not saving the person where you're like, ah, crap. Like I
Right,
didn't
right.
get here fast enough, and she got shot in the head. That's why The Dark Knight was so good.
Yeah,
Was
they
because
gotta
he
have
went
that.
to he went to Harvey Dent and like didn't save Rachel. And so by that time, like the next time you knew it was fucking on. Like,
Yeah,
you're
like it's real.
yeah. And that's why I feel like Helm's Deep will be. Well, where he's like, so now like he's kind of had this lapse in leadership, and then in the next, or not Helm's Deep, but Minas Tirith, in the next movie when he goes through finding the Army of the Dead and all that stuff, it will feel more of him being like, all right, now you're gonna be the leader that you need to be. And I think that that's great. It's super cool, and it makes Theoden look cool. It makes everyone look cool. It makes Gandalf look even cooler because he's apparently just Jesus. Like, I mean, but I mean, it's good. It's a good writing, and things move really quickly. I'm surprised by that too.
It's a
That just
fast. It's a fast battle.
yeah, it's a I mean, it's a fast 2 chapters. Like as
Yeah.
long as they are, and we are listening to it, but it doesn't feel like. I mean, if you go through and you read this compared to Game of Thrones, like you move so much faster through the story in this one.
Yeah,
Like
they're
no one
well.
ever sits down for like a 3-page conversation. It's
No.
like 1 or 2 lines of dialogue, next scene, and I like that. I love that actually. It makes going through all these things really fast. But then, so after the battle, do you want to pick up after the battle, Cooper, where everyone's riding out
Yeah,
to
sure.
go to Isengard?
So yeah, basically they get saved by Gandalf. And I found it interesting that Gimli actually had a higher death count than Legolas. I think he
Yes.
beat him by one.
By 1 or 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they incorporate that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big part of their dynamic.
I thought that was going to be something that only the movie would have had.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
seems like an added movie thing, but they
Right.
Yeah,
kept
but
it
it's not.
Mm-hmm.
and especially since this one's like, it's not like a visceral or violent thing. Like the movies seem much grittier. Like the violence in this feels cleaner. So it's weird when they're like, "Yeah, I killed so many orcs," like
Mm-hmm.
in Uruk-hai. But yeah, continue.
Well, the movies are a little bit darker. I want to say at least the fight scenes are very much. There's a lot of despair in the fight scenes.
100%.
Yeah. 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 So then Legolas is like, "Hey Gimli, you can sit on my lap, and we can go to Isengard." So they all go to Isengard together. Well, Gandalf knows that Saruman's army is pretty much wiped out, so that's where they make their way to. And I think at this point he knows that the Ents are kind of on the Isengard case, so he takes them there. And I feel like not that much really happens. 15 leagues is what they say, so it's only like a 2 or 3 day ride, and they get there, and they pretty much see Merry or Pippin, I can't remember which one, just smoking his tobacco and eating food, and he's being all jolly, and Isengard's all flooded, and yeah, that's pretty much where
that's
it
about it.
ends. Yeah, because we haven't gotten. I think in the next chapter they talk is the dialogue between Gandalf and Saruman. But I will just say that what a disappointment Saruman is.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, he
100%.
is all high. He's all bark, no bite. You know.
No, I mean, and I think, and that's why I think that the warg rider scene shows that like, oh, he can fuck with these guys. Do you know what I mean? Like when he almost takes Aragorn off the table, it shows that like he's much more powerful. Because in this, he looks like a wet blanket.
Yeah.
Like you don't really hear
Yeah.
about him doing anything. Like everyone's scared of him, but they never ever talk to him. Like the only thing
Yeah.
he gets shit on for is destroying the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really like fuck anybody up.
No, never. I mean, doesn't even get close to like casting a spell or something like that, or even just because when you think about it, he is technically on a power level higher than Gandalf the Grey.
Right.
And Gandalf the Grey is super strong.
Right. It's like Gandalf the White does so much more than Saruman the White.
Yeah, and it's
So
just
what is Saruman after Gandalf becomes the White? What does Saruman become?
I mean, he's still technically, but he's like he's the new like pure one because Saruman is like corrupted by all this shit.
So I wonder if he loses. I was thinking about this today. Actually, I wonder If
He
he
loses
lost
some
some of his powers, yeah, when Gandalf becomes the White Wizard.
I mean, I don't know as far as like
I'm gonna go on a
like,
limb
the
here and say
lore,
yes.
but yeah, I would say yes. Except I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird thing to have him be hyped up and then have him be such a straw man at the very end of it, where it's kind of just like gets blown out. And there's a lot of weird because like they still try and make the sense that like they're like in danger, like when they get to the Misty Mountains. Like there's this weird scene where like black water comes out of the ground and they're like, oh, Gandalf's like, it's poisonous. Like we just gotta let it pass. And like all this stuff leading into Saruman, and then he goes over the fact that like Isengard used to be beautiful, and that the real like the very terrible thing Saruman did is destroy nature, which is honestly pretty on the money for right now, which I think is interesting. Way to go, Tolkien, for being ahead of your time. Speaking of nature, though, I have a great question that is posed by both Legolas and Gimli during these 2 chapters, which is the beauty difference between caves and trees.
Okay.
And I gotta say, I'm feeling like a cave guy.
I knew you'd say that.
Yeah, John is kind of a cave guy.
You're a cave guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think for sure, right? Like,
I'm a tree guy. I like trees, man.
Yeah, I'm in the trees, nice and bright. Lots of sun.
but yeah, I mean that's true.
They're green. Green's a good color.
Well, a well lit cave is nice.
Yeah. Cave can be good.
Like Luray Caverns is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I mean, Cave Gang, what up?
Yeah, I'm on the tree side. Like a good tree, a good big tree. I like that a lot.
Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Big tree is beautiful, man.
Big trees are good.
I like a good willow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a nice, like swampy willow.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun. Not fun, but I don't know, pretty, but not in a gay way. Like no homo.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice on the tree.
Well.
Yeah.
So Jonathan, how many laps did you do around your driveway?
I don't do laps. I run for 30 minutes, Cooper.
Around
But
your
in
driveway,
laps.
Right? Well, yeah, I don't. But I don't.
So
take,
you do laps.
I don't take like the number. I can't calculate it. It's supposed to be 5K in 30 minutes, but there's no way it shakes out like that. It's probably a little under.
But you are still running laps around your driveway.
In my driveway.
Huh. Dude, I'm telling you, the neighbors are really they must be
worried.
thinking something. Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, and any neighbor that's listening to this can come at me, but I do not give a F. I do not care at all.
Yeah.
I'm out there busting my hump, dude. Today didn't feel like the worst thing in the entire world, which is saying something because Monday and Wednesday really did. Fuck those, man. That sucked. Running's an awful thing. There's just nothing else I think like on the planet that really gets your heart rate up and moving, like actually pushing yourself on pavement.
That's not true.
Like what?
I mean, like a bear crawl, for example.
Yeah, but you couldn't sustain it. I mean, I guess you could sustainably do a bear crawl for 30 minutes, but that's a whole. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot. Like
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying running is actually one of the more efficient things you can do.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like but I would say like even compared to a treadmill, like going outside, putting your feet to pavement and just like the process of pushing your body forward, like actually doing it with the mass is like just such amazing cardio.
Yeah, I know. It definitely is. Definitely is.
Because that's just the name of my game. Oh yeah, and by the way, Tripp also said that I looked fat on a Snapchat yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Good.
Yeah, and I gotta say, come at me, Tripp, here, right now. Let's have like some sort of running competition.
Who's heavier, you or Tripp?
Oh, it's got to be Tripp. But Tripp's also taller.
Yeah. Tripp's pretty gross just with his body.
Yeah.
How tall is Tripp?
I mean, he's 6'2", 6'3", I think.
Oh, okay. What are you?
Oh, dude,
6'1"?
Tripp's like 5'9" tops.
He's not. I don't think you've been around Tripp in person for quite some time.
Nah, I'm kidding. He's pretty tall.
Yeah, but I'm 6. I'm exactly 6.
Okay.
And so he's got some, but I'm out here busting my hump,
Yeah, I think
running
John
like
could
a
beat up
damn
Tripp.
hamster. I mean, we all know that's true.
Ooh,
Like
that's a
that's not
good
I would love to see
fight.
that fight.
that's
Yeah.
not even that's not even
Yeah, we
a
should
fight,
host a
man.
fight. We should get the Fight Club.
Another Fight Club back.
Yeah. John versus Tripp. I think
would
Tripp would
love
be
to see that.
down. Yeah, because Tripp wants to defend his honor.
No,
Yeah.
Tripp, I mean, he would be down. Yeah, no.
So
Ooh.
Tripp, here's the challenge for you. I think John would kick Tripp's ass, honestly.
Yeah,
don't-
I mean, no,
yeah.
we know it would happen like that.
I don't know. I
No,
don't know,
I
man.
mean,
I think it
no.
would be a sad thing to
Sad
watch.
He would gas out in the first round.
I think you
100%,
both would.
100%. No.
I'm
lose
imagining a
naked
lot
for
of like
second.
slapping and like
Yeah.
grabbing and squeezing kind of.
We're talking rules here. We're talking. Let's set some
MMA
parameters.
rules.
So,
MMA fight.
MMA rules.
Yeah, MMA rules.
I think we.
I think John wins
rounds.
just in general.
I think
Just because John has older brothers and he's just tougher than Tripp.
Yeah,
Tripp's
but
just
this
like,
is
he's just gonna
undeniably
roll
true.
over.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. There's
Mhm.
just no way around it.
Right.
Absolutely.
I probably
John's
have
just
it.
got more fire.
I don't know what it is, but I have it. But no, it would
That's
be a
great.
good thing. I'm willing though, because we can't realistically do the fight thing unless we take it to Fight Island, which we can talk about later because I'm so excited. But Tripp, if you're listening to this or when you listen to this, let's make some physical competition. We can set the rules. We can have you on the podcast next week.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like this idea.
I like this idea a lot.
I want to
Yeah,
see who
I
can
like
run
that.
like a lap faster.
Yeah, we should make you guys fight, but we should also have you guys do athletic competitions,
But
like running a lap.
But we're never. I mean, the fight.
Or who
thing
can
is
do the
gonna be
most
super
push-ups
fun.
or something.
I mean, push-ups. I'm down. Like again, totally.
Or like
down.
pull-ups.
Give us like a month
Contribute
to train.
even do one pull-up?
Probably not.
Dude. I could
Probably
get,
not.
I can get maybe 3.
Okay.
By being real, push-ups pull-ups are hard.
That'd be a very funny competition, don't you think, Cooper?
Yeah, it'd be great.
But we
And you guys have to do it
something that we
shirtless
gotta-
too.
No, come on. That's just yeah. But no, we would need something that we could do in different what's it called? I don't know what I'm talking about here.
Neither
We
do
need
I.
something we can
What
do
you get-
at different
Different locations?
different locations, but also can be like verified, kind of like the
By
pool
video.
thing.
Yeah, by video or by me watching.
But would you go down to Mississippi?
No,
Well,
he has
are
to
you-
just videotape
no.
it. I'll
Yeah.
trust the video.
Okay. Yeah. But
Yeah, but what would we do? Because we would have
You
to
would
do,
run.
like-
I want to see who can run a lot faster. I want to see who can do
Film it
more
on a-
push-ups, who can do
Yeah.
more pull-ups, and I want to see who can rap better.
I'm actually 100% down with all of this. All right, but so
Okay.
let's set a time frame.
I just
And
like this because Tripp is gonna really try because he is kind of like an honorable guy, you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't want
I
to
would
lose
say
to
that.
John. But
I-
I think that John is just in slightly better shape that he'll win this competition.
And I would agree 100%. And I think that he listens to this and he gets very about it. And I think that this is the right. It's kind of like Sober October. It's the right way to get healthier. So fuck off, Tripp.
So
Let me outrun you.
for the running, you guys can film yourselves on a treadmill.
No, 1 or 2 laps on the track. You have to have a camera.
But there's no track. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
how do we regulate
The
a
camera
track?
thing. The camera thing on the track is tough.
Oh,
unless you
just
guys
get a
have-
track.
Unless you have like a tracker, like a fitness tracker, like a
Go to the middle school or
Fitbit.
the high school or some shit and just run on the
Well, I
track.
mean, I have a Fitbit, and I mean, we realistically should be able to get a distance app in our phone. But then the problem is with distance is like,
Tripp is gonna cheat, dude.
yeah, I
Fuck
mean,
him.
he's
He'll probably-
just gonna
probably
run on a
cheat.
flat like piece of pavement. That's all Mississippi is flat. So like,
Dude,
if I
just
go
go to there's
track.
tracks. You can just go to a track.
Yeah,
Is
there's
he
a
still
ton
near
of
the
tracks.
school? There's tracks all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be the best thing. Is to
And you just
go
got to
to a track.
videotape the whole thing.
Wide angle.
Wide angle. You need a cameraman.
I mean, I'm down. Right here, I'm down. And then I mean, what's the mileage? Like, what's the distance here if we're doing tracks?
What if we made it like a really funny distance, like way too long?
Like 10 miles?
No, neither of you guys are finished. Maybe
Just
like
half a mile.
Yeah, like half a mile.
Although a mile could be funny.
Yeah,
one mile might be good.
Half a mile's nothing.
Okay. How about 1 mile?
John, when's the last time you ran half a mile?
Dude, today.
Fast. I want to see some speed.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's my thing. Is speed's not going to be.
Well, this is a
just-
race.
Well,
So.
it's a race. Come on.
It's not going to be. You know what I mean?
I think you guys should also do an eating contest at some point. I think that definitely should be one of these things.
Right. Yeah. The
I
eating contest
might
actually,
win that one.
No, I mean, here's what I would contest is that I could beat him in an eating contest, but he could murder me, and I mean hardcore kill me in a drinking contest.
Drink contest would be pretty funny.
Even
Yeah.
if it was just water or something like that, like he like not even alcohol. I mean that man drinks more fluid than almost
likes-
anyone I've seen. Although
Yeah, he
Dylan
sure
sent
does.
me a video of a woman drinking 4 gallons of canola oil today.
Wait, where's
And-
that video? Can you send it to me now?
Yeah, I can. And I gotta say,
4 gallons of canola oil?
or no, I think it's actually
Unbelievable.
just 2. I think it's just 2. But
And
that's
oil?
2 gallons of what?
That's like 25,000 calories.
yeah, no, it's 50,000. Because she was celebrating 50,000 subscribers on
What an
her
idiot.
YouTube channel. But that's nothing compared to this enormous man, this absolute unit of a guy who just drinks like his whole thing is like chugging challenges, and he drinks like 10 Baja Blast sodas. It just poured into a boot, and he does like a double boot challenge where he'll drink like 20 sodas in like 5 minutes. And you're like, oh my god! Like he drinks like a huge jar of elastic pickles, eats them all, and then drinks the fluid, and it's just like, bro. I just sent it. Did you guys get it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm watching it now. This
I mean,
woman looks like she used to do a lot of meth.
dude, this woman looks like she drinks oil on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, she's bordering on not looking much like a woman at all. Yeah.
Oh my god, she is taking down this
Really,
oil, dude.
she is.
Oh my god.
Is your stomach that big? I mean, this is under a minute too, and she's
This
like,
is insane.
And I like how
Oh
in the
my-
comments she's like, also never ever do this at home. Like it comes out of everything, and it's like,
Ugh.
like a minute and 6
Ugh.
seconds. Yeah, she's gonna she's gonna vomit that all up.
no,
Oh, yeah, she has to.
had to have
Yeah,
instantly left
And
that
thrown up
scene and
immediately.
yeah,
your
immediately
body
started.
like,
vomiting.
no.
Your body would not. Yeah, you can't do that. She
I
does
mean,
not
just-
look.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
face is she's giving some weird faces.
She just doesn't look happy.
I don't think she's feeling so good right now.
No.
Of course not. She's drinking oil. You know, like
So maybe you guys can drink oil.
No,
Yeah.
no. I've taken like a singular shot of oil, and it was like, no, I'm good.
What
Like-
will you guys eat? What will you
Huh?
eat? Because Tripp will eat whatever.
I mean, I would eat whatever.
How about like a whole watermelon?
That's impossible to regulate the size, though.
Okay, but here's what I
you can
want.
weigh it.
Huh?
Yeah, a similar, and you can't use any tools. So you have to eat it only with your hands.
I like that too. Yeah.
So you have to like really get in there and kind of dig it open with your hands.
Yeah. How about you guys eat a watermelon?
I mean, I think the real answer to this is McChickens.
Yeah, McChickens are good.
Well, that's just you want that. That just tastes good.
That's true.
no,
It's gotta be
but-
something
but-
kind of nasty.
But no,
Yeah.
but watermelon.
want a
tastes
watermelon.
delicious.
Yeah, but it's funny to watch still.
It'd be
No, I
kind of
mean-
hard to eat a whole. That's a lot of watermelon.
Right.
I think that
That's
would
an-
be because you could like
You would
Smo-
feel
like-
okay after that. Too.
yeah, you wouldn't feel terrible, especially
Mhm.
because again, if the size varies so much, like you can get a 1 pound.
Okay, well, you just get
watermelon.
the same size watermelons.
Yeah, it's just freaking.
No, it would be impossible to regulate.
Bro,
Well, I
it's
mean,
just
even if it's like,
approximate.
yeah,
But those 0.2 pounds could make all the difference. In the
No,
world.
dude, it's gonna be clear. We're gonna have a video. And it's gonna be clear who
It's
wins.
gonna be clear.
Yeah, I think somebody's gonna run away with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I'm
play-
down.
I just
All
like
right.
it with no tools. I want you to eat with only your hands. So first part of the challenge is how are you going to get this watermelon open
Mm-hmm.
in a clean way?
What do you mean clean way? We're just gonna smash it. Like, that's 100% what would happen.
Well, you got to eat it all though too, so you
Yeah.
can't just smash on the ground. I think you have to.
I think your big miscommunication here is you think I'm loving something off of the ground.
So that's funny, but that's also too easy.
All right, you can't smash it. You have to use your head to smash it.
Yeah,
Tripp
you have
never
to use
gonna
your
do that.
thigh. You have to like
Your
dig
thighs?
jam your knee in it. Yeah, you can squeeze it between your thighs, maybe, or like knee bash it or curb stomp it.
Oh, curb stomp it. I like that.
No, I mean, no. We would just throw it on the because no one's. I mean, he's not gonna open up a. He's not gonna like elbow open a watermelon. He
It'd
doesn't
be
have
cool
the
if he
power.
did.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be a whole lot
Right.
cooler. If
Oh,
he did.
okay. He doesn't have the power. All right. Honestly, you can open it. I feel like the opening isn't the big deal. I just want. I like the idea of the watermelon being mostly whole because that's going to be very difficult, and you're really going to have to dig in there with your hands. And I like that. If you bash it, it's going to be a bunch of little pieces that are going to be easier to eat. And I don't want that.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
want it to be like you have
I
to
get
get your
that.
whole face in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think realistically speaking, is to cut it. Is
No.
to get a watermelon. No,
No.
you have to. What? Stop. you would have to get a watermelon and then cut out the weight. So
Cut
you
the
say
what?
do like 2 pounds of watermelon, right? And
John,
then
this
you
is
would
too
get like
it's too scientific.
but
It needs to be more barbaric.
He would just get a smaller watermelon and win.
No, bro, you just take a picture with a ruler next to it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so what else we got to talk about? I've had enough of
regulation.
this this conversation topic.
Okay, so but before we move on and forget about this forever, let's be clear. You guys are doing a fitness competition and you're gonna both do a watermelon competition. Tripp has already agreed. And that will determine who the superior
Man is.
man is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
the superior man is me.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm
Tripp, defend your honor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bitch.
If you have any.
Maybe you
Yeah.
think you and Tripp was calling John fat. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no,
See.
I very much agree with this.
Yeah, we'll see.
100%.
Okay. All right. Good.
No, absolutely. All right. So do you guys want to hear our sponsor for the day?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Our sponsor of the day is France. That's it. It's just France.
Oh man, I mean, do we really want them to be our sponsor?
They're paying me a lot of money in just baguettes. They're just sending me nothing but baguettes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we could eat, man. It's just a bread. Like, go to Safeway and get like a foot long, like the 3-foot long baguette.
I mean,
Okay.
I like the spirit, but watermelon's funnier.
But watermelon, it's so easy to eat.
What
I
watermelon?
don't know, dude. I think a full watermelon will be pretty
There's a
hard.
lot of watermelon. Dude, look in this video of the guy chugging the soda. He's got a big watermelon there on the table.
That's what I was thinking too.
Look at that watermelon, dude. I mean, that's a big man.
Have you seen? Do you guys watch this guy drink all this soda? It's
I did.
disgusting.
That was impressive.
It's so bad.
Honestly, that was nothing compared to the oil.
No, I
Mhm.
mean it's nothing compared to the oil.
The oil is fucking bonkers. That blew me away.
He has
how
an
much-
applesauce chug boot.
Watching this woman chug 2 gallons of oil.
Oh damn,
That's out of the world.
he's a rapper too.
Oh, really? Dude, we should. Honestly, I want him in the challenge. He'd wreck y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, are we still doing a rap song?
I mean, I would be into that. I have a feeling
Yeah.
Tripp won't do that though, because
Because he's got no bars.
How about
Yeah.
just like a song in general? Tripp might want like country.
yeah.
He would never sing country. He doesn't have the pipes like me. I got that draw that all the girls want.
What?
That southern draw. I say y'all. You know, did y'all do the homework? That southern accent.
Yeah.
I find myself being repulsed.
No. Everybody loves it. They're all weak. They just can't help it. But no, okay. I mean, I'm good to wrap it up here at the end of this challenge thing. To be perfectly honest.
Pretty fun. I like how before it used to be shitting on John, and now we've kind of made it shitting on Tripp.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's fun because he'll bite back, and
Mhm.
personally, I would love because he was throwing shade at me, and I would love to have a competition that's documented one-on-one that
Yes.
all time proves that I'm the superior man.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Let's get Tripp on the cast next
Yeah, let's
week.
get Tripp on the cast
yeah,
and let's discuss some of these terms.
We can talk about we can talk about training camps.
Mm.
Oh, that'd be great. Is that we could pick sides.
Yeah.
You could be like the cornermen.
Uh-huh. I call John.
I call John.
Tripp's
like,
Here's the thing.
"Damn
Here's the
it."
thing.
All right, Tripp.
John is more trainable. John is, you can shit on John, you can spit on him, whatever you want.
All right,
He's more trainable.
I'll train Tripp. All right.
Tripp definitely needs you more.
Yeah, Tripp. No, I can get under
100%.
Tripp's skin. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you would also you would be good. Like, you could be like, yo, this is what you got to do. Like, if we're going for time here, you would be more of a benefit. Whereas
I would
let's
just
be
tell
real
him to
here, Jacob
fucking-
would barely do anything. I mean,
he would not do anything.
Bro, I got you. Yo, John. Cooper thinks he's like, CrossFit coach. I know how to train people. No, dude. You know what you need to do? You know what you need to for fitness, John? You need a solid understanding of thermodynamics, which I have.
Dude, here's
and
my
I
thing.
can help you.
And this is what I've always based my fitness goals off of: is 5 different pillars. And
Okay. All right. What? All right.
You gotta open with foot
Okay.
health. You gotta have great foot health.
Mhm.
You gotta have you gotta use shock therapy with heat and cold. You know, if you're not doing cold therapy and cold breathing, sometimes at night I will take my shirt off and lay against the bathroom floor, and that's a very cold feeling. And that's what you kind of gotta do, but with your whole body. And
Are you depressed?
no. I get hot. I like a good tile floor.
I believe you, and I'm all about it.
And then I want to say the third one is diet.
What is this list? Wait,
This is Cooper's list that he gave like a week ago. It was foot health,
Oh, that's
breathing,
right.
shock cold therapy, diet, and then I want to say conditioning.
Okay, so diet and exercise were too obvious. Those are go without saying. So the 5, you kind of were on the right track. 5 are foot health, breathing, sunlight.
Oh, interesting.
Sunlight.
Cold. Do you tan?
No, not at all.
Okay.
But I still want to get a little bit of sunlight. Yeah, the cold. And then intermittent movement throughout the day. Constant intermittent movement.
I like that. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So those are the pillars.
Those are the pillars.
All right, and then let's touch on this because I want to at least talk with Jacob about this. This UFC thing is going to be so dope.
Oh yeah, some great fights, dude.
Some really good fights, and then some ones where you're like, oh, these poor people. Mainly just the females. That Paige Van Zandt girl is going to get rocked so hard.
Oh yeah, she's pretty hot though.
Well, that's something I gotta say is that like. No, there's this girl named Paige Van Zandt who is just clearly not a UFC fighter and definitely more of a model. I mean,
yeah, more of like a model fitness model
for sure. But at the
same
time,
dude, she's gonna get destroyed.
She's gonna get absolutely annihilated.
She doesn't look tough at all.
Yeah, it's like
look at the other girls. Like other girls definitely looks. I mean, she's not like she looks like she fights, man.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Much more so than
Amanda Ribas. She's out there for blood.
A Brazilian, like
she's actually very cute as well.
I mean, yeah, but that's just whatever. She's also. I mean, you just know she's gonna win. Like
Yeah, she's gonna fuck her up for sure.
Paige Van Zandt is going down. And then the other one is poor Rose Namajunas or whatever. That girl's gonna get smashed. Who is she?
I actually think this Amanda Rebus girl is a lot better looking than the Paige.
That's what I was saying. She's hot.
Yeah.
I think
She's
that
pretty
it's
hot.
more of like Amanda Ribas looks more like an actual human being, and Paige Van Zandt looks
more like a model,
Barbie
like a
doll.
Barbie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Where like you would just be like, oh, like she's a normal girl, and then one of them's like, okay, you're trying. Like
Yeah.
I see you trying. Like
Yeah,
let's be
she's
real.
trying. That's what it
Like
is.
yeah, like you know exactly what you're doing. Let's not beat around the bush here.
But dude, I
And that's
think
fine.
what
You know
you're
what? That's
missing, dude,
fine.
is Masvidal. Masvidal's about to get fucking smashed by Usman.
Yeah, man, it's not gonna
Is he
be.
actually?
It's gonna be
dude.
so bad, Cooper.
Usman's gonna fucking thrash him.
Why is he gonna lose?
Because Kamaru Usman is actually very, very, very good at fighting, and George Masvidal just like isn't really that great.
No.
But he sent him to the Shadow Realm.
Well, no, and that's the thing. It's like he's done a lot of really cool things. But like if you look at like the past 3 people he's beaten and like his big wins, it's like not that impressive compared to like Usman's been fighting no one but killers for like the past 8 fights.
And Usman is a beast wrestler. That's what his like base or a beastly wrestler, and now he's just a crazy good striker. Well, Masvidal, like his like grappling is okay, but he's gonna get wrestle fucked by.
I just
Usman.
hope it's not a boring one.
I think it's gonna be boring. I think Usman's gonna fucking push him up against the.
Boring too.
He's gonna push him up against the cage and beat the fuck out of him, take him down to the ground, and then he's just gonna TKO him.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be over so fast and the entire time.
Cooper, look up Usman. He's fucking huge. He's
Yeah,
way bigger than Masvidal.
What's his name?
Kamaru
Just type in
Usman.
Usman.
So like you're comparing this man. I'll send it in Discord.
Like it's clear that Usman is just way bigger than
So
Masvidal
that's
too.
Kamaru Usman. And then this.
Yeah, he's
everyone at home.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
And then
I wouldn't want to fight him.
Fucking Jorge Masvidal. Like there's just a clear difference between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usman's like
Those two
taller
human
and just
beings.
like.
I mean, you see that a lot though with fighters.
Yeah, that doesn't really. That's not really why. But Usman is just really strong and has really good cardio, and he's just a really good fighter. I don't think Masvidal is that good.
So ridiculously defined.
Yeah.
Usman's, yeah. I mean, in like
his whole body, really, but
yeah, his stomach's very angry at me.
Yeah.
Like it's like, and
I just don't think just Masvidal is just not as much of, just is not as well rounded as Usman is.
No, and
Usman's just way better, younger, more athletic, just better.
Like, and I would because the real thing is like I would say Masvidal would have lost in a big way to Colby Covington.
Yeah.
Like, and Usman beat Colby pretty well. Like, it was close, like, the first 2 rounds, but then
But then after that, he took it away.
Yeah, he took it away.
Yeah,
and, I mean, there's just no way. And the weird thing is people are going to be like, oh, it was just because he had 7 days. And I'm like, that's true, but also Kamaru Usman's just much better at the sport.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know. But
anyways,
then,
we'll see. Are you gonna watch the fights, Cooper?
I would like to if it were free and I could find them, but I'm not gonna.
I'll send you a link, dog.
I was gonna say it's pretty easy to get them for free.
It's super easy to get them for free. I mean, I wouldn't do that because I pay for all of them.
Yeah, why would I get something for free?
I know, but yeah. What time? They're late, man. I'm
so late.
I'm not gonna stay up till midnight though. That's the only thing.
Dude, it's gonna be right around.
It's gonna be later than midnight, probably.
Fuck.
Yeah, because I think it's like 3 5-round fights, right?
Well, here's the thing: you'll be able to watch the first couple of fights. You won't be able to watch.
I know. That's okay.
And honestly, the real interesting one here is Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo.
Yeah, that'll be a great fight too.
That's gonna be fantastic. And then Volkanovski and Holloway is gonna be good, but I think that
Volkanovski.
Yeah, Volkanovski or whatever.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win again.
Just because Max Holloway just seems to be like he's on the retiring.
Yeah, he feels that
like
way.
He streams Twitch now. Apparently, he didn't train. Well, I love this guy because apparently he did no, he didn't have a striking coach for like his first like 7 years in the UFC and just played UFC EA, like the game,
Yeah.
and just learn how to strike. And Joe Rogan was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, I just kept on watching people." And I'm like, it's not a bad way. Like, I wonder if in sports, in like Madden or something like that, you could run a simulation and get kind of, I mean, I guess not, because that's all coach head. Like, it's not just AI.
Yeah.
But like, I wonder if you could see like, oh, like he's weak or whatever. Because I mean, it's got to be a good database of stuff. Like one thing I loved, I just saw, and this is so cool in my opinion. It's this thing called the June Oven. This would be a good advertisement. Shit, I already just talked about it. Fuck it, whatever. But it's like a smart oven, and I know that sounds really stupid, but basically the reason why I think it's really rad is that it reads data from, so it has a video thing, it has a temperature probe that you can plug into it, and it naturally keeps track of like the temperature and stuff like that. And so like they figured out like people's eating habits, and they were able to like plan things around that. So like you offer up your video link to the company, and they were able to build like a bacon program that perfectly cooks your bacon. And they had to change it from one set version of bacon to fucking casual. One version
We
of
got to get him
bacon.
out of here.
Yeah, no, I mean he's got we're gonna kick him. And look at him, he's saying Masvidal, fuck him. But no, it's cool, and I encourage you guys to look at it. Like the fact that like they've outsourced. Apparently, Americans love eating bacon on Sundays, and they can tell like Wednesday's chicken day for America. Like we love eating chicken on Wednesdays for some real weird reason. And you should look at it. The tech's really interesting
I'll check
because
it
you
out.
can see all that.
I'll check
shit.
it out and judge it.
No, I mean, you should. And then also, so this is something that I noticed that you might be really interested in. I'm interested in it because I sweat a lot. But Sony just announced a wearable air conditioner.
No, it's bullshit.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Total bullshit.
What? So, can you describe to me how it's supposed to work?
Well, so here's the thing about that. The way it's supposed to work is with like this thermoelectric cooler. But those things are super weak, first off. Another thing about the device is there's no radiator on it. So there's nowhere for the heat to go.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm baffled by it, and I think
I'm 100% that's a fucking scam. I'm just telling you right now, it doesn't make any sense.
Now, is it a refrigerated suit or
no?
It's like this little thing that you.
Yeah, I mean, it's about as big as your phone, and apparently, like people are like you have to get a whole shirt for it or something like that. But I just don't. Because I saw it too, and I said
It doesn't work. I'm just
this
telling
is
you right now, it doesn't work.
this is ridiculous.
Wait, so you didn't explain it at all. But I have a far better idea, John. What you should do is put all your clothes in the fridge or the freezer. That way, you put them on, they're nice and cool.
And that's a better idea than this thing.
It's just the just being in it, like just going outside is just so hot. Casual wants to join so bad. At least he's being polite and not just jumping right in. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
how does he know? How does he know we're on?
He can see the server thing. Like
Oh,
he
I
can
guess
see
so.
the three of us. Come on, Cooper, don't do that. We're about to wrap.
I know. We'll just say hi and he'll leave.
No, yeah. We'll invite him in, and then they'll all instantly play the outro.
Oh, he says you can't.
What do you mean he can't? I guarantee. Is he playing RuneScape? What is he playing? Let me see. He's playing League of Legends. What a loser. What an absolute loser. League,
Right.
what is this?
All right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Elijah Hood here for the XFL Wildcats, and I'm a big Why You Fools podcast fan, so I know they was looking for Elijah Wood, but they found me. Keep searching for that one true ring and rock on.
Perfect.
Good stuff.
All right. Peace out. Let me get Craig out of here. Jacob, there's Chael Sonnen or whatever just posted a video that says, "Will Masvidal Usman be super boring?"